Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the newly reformulated Studded Kiss lipsticks from Kat Von D. I received mine free for testing purposes from Influenster. If you're not familiar with what Influenster is, it's a website and an app where you can register for free, give reviews on different products, whether it be food products or beauty. There's a whole range of options there, and you can also answer questions that other people pose or pose your own related to those products. And depending on how active you are on it, you will receive every now and then what they call Vox boxes. So I've received probably, I'd say 5 or 6 of them in the 2 years that I've been registered, maybe slightly more than that. I can't recall off the top of my head. So it is a really great program. Like I said, it's free to register, and some of the boxes that I've received have had a value of close to $100. The only requirement is that you post a review. So they give you hashtags to use, and there are links on the app where you submit basically the tweet that you've done or your Instagram post or whatever the case may be, so that they know you're fulfilling your end of it. There is zero influence in terms of what it is that you are supposed to say. The only thing that we have to say is that we got it for free for testing purposes. If we hate the product, love the product, really just don't give two craps about the product, all of that is fair game. It's really just basically test marketing new launches and getting real people's real thoughts about it. So it's a go-to for me as well when I'm looking for reviews on products, because there's really no incentive to lie. You're not receiving these products because you're on a PR list, so saying negative things isn't going to risk that. Influencer doesn't give a crap what you say, as long as you say you got it for free. That's the only thing we have to say. So all that to say, I'm going to be talking about the new lipstick. My thoughts are completely my own, not influenced in any way, so let's get into it. In the box that I received, there was a little information booklet here with respect to the lipsticks. There's not an awful lot of information in here, but I will share with you what I feel is important. So the information that I can share with you that came in this little pamphlet here is that these products are vegan and cruelty-free. They claim to provide crazy comfortable long wear, and there are 40 shades to choose from. On the back, it talks about the launch dates, and by the time I'm filming this, it's February 2nd. By the time I'm posting it, it's going to be that much further into February. These are going to be available internationally by that point. The price isn't included in this little handout, but on the Sephora Canada website, these are retailing for $23, and you're getting 3.4 grams of product in each tube, so standard size lipstick. So the only one I have is OG Lolita, and I have it on my lips now. Like I said, there are 40, and there is a little picture of all the 40 that are available. So it goes from white all the way down to black, and pretty much every color in between. If you are interested in seeing lip swatches of all 40 shades, Jay Kissa did a great one, and I will link her video in the down bar below. So now that I've given the information, let's get into my thoughts. So when my box arrived with the lipstick inside, yes, I was curious about the product itself, but my immediate and most pressing concern was whether or not the packaging had been updated. Because I have had these lipsticks in the past, and I have gotten rid of them because the lids were just not secure at all. You'd put them in your purse, the lid would come off, the lipstick dries out. If it's even like remotely swished up, it's going to get all over everything, and it just was too much of a liability. Like, it was just a big pain in the ass, and I didn't like it at all. So I was nervous because it looks the exact same as it did in the past. It's this shiny acrylic black with the studded features on it, hence, I guess, Studded Kiss. And I thought, oh crap, they did not update this at all. However, they did. It snaps into place. It takes some tugging to open it up. Like, I really don't think that this is going to come flying off, and I am so happy to see that. The product itself has the nice little embossing on the lipstick right there, KVD, and it smells every bit as good as the old ones did. It's not It's not quite like a MAC lipstick, but it is very sweet. I think it's supposed to smell like creme brulee. I think I've read that in the past, but it just smells like a baked good. Like it smells like a cupcake or something. It smells really good. In terms of the lipstick itself, it does apply very smoothly, and it is fully opaque. As you saw, that's just one swatch down, and there's no patchiness to this at all. If you're familiar with MAC lipsticks, this isn't as dry as the retro mattes, like the Ruby Woo, that kind of formulation. It's not quite as creamy as their regular mattes, like Velvet Teddy, any of those, but it's kind of like the two of them had a baby. So it's not quite creamy, but it's certainly not dry. And when it's on, it is very comfortable. I really don't feel much of anything at all. I'm aware that it's there, but it's not sticky, it's not drying at all. It is just very, very comfortable on the lips. In terms of the wear time, I'm filming, it's like 9 o'clock at night right now, so I'm not gonna, wait 5 hours and check in. But I have worn this a few times and I've been testing it out and really trying to get a good idea of what to tell you guys about it. I can get solid 3 to 4 hours out of it, and then I'm gonna wanna touch it up a bit. It does reapply on top of itself very nicely, but it is a bullet lipstick. It is going to wear off. It's not transfer proof. It doesn't dry down and lock into place, and it will wear off as you're eating and drinking, that kind of thing. However, it does it gracefully. So it's not one of those where you put it on an hour later, it's nowhere near the center of your mouth, but camped out on the outside. So it does fade gradually, and it does wear off rather evenly. It doesn't feather, it doesn't bunch up in the corners of my mouth. It can get on your teeth, so when you apply it, you will just sort of want to do the finger trick, just to make sure there's none sort of hiding on the inner portion of your lips. But overall, it's a solid lipstick. So as I said, I have decluttered long ago the other full-sized ones that I had, so I can't really compare apples and apples. I do have some samples from the old version, and I have been sort of swatching those back and forth and testing compared to this, apply it on the mouth, then apply this one, see which one feels more comfortable. There's not a huge difference that I can tell at any rate. The pigmentation is still every bit as good as it always has been. I just find that this one is a bit creamier. Not to an extreme extent to the point where this slips around. It certainly doesn't do that at all, but it is just less dry than the previous version of it was. So I think I've shared with you everything I can in terms of my experience with these lipsticks. So then I want to pose the question of, do I recommend them? Do I think you need these? No, I really don't. I think if you're looking for a unique shade, check out the shade selection. There's going to be a color that speaks to you. There are 40 to choose from. That's a huge range. There's going to be something, and there are unique shades in there. However, I don't think that these are amazing, in my opinion. I don't know how to say it, because I don't want to rag all over it, because they're really not bad at all. It's just, honestly, what I think is happening is that my previous experience with this lipstick has left such a bad taste in my mouth that I'm not really willing to go out and buy more, or buy any, because this was free. From my experience with the other ones, and from watching Jay Kiss's video, some of the darker shades, there is patchiness still in this new formulation. I had a sample of Slayer, which is the black lipstick, ages ago, and I hated it because you had to apply and apply and apply and apply to try to build it up, and then it would just fade away so quickly, like almost instantly. So my concern with this lipstick is that even though they reformulated it, and even though this color is fully pigmented, I'm concerned that the darker ones would not be, or that they may be initially and then they're going to wear away really quickly, especially on that inner portion. So buyer beware. Check out videos where there are full swatches. Check out Jay Kiss's. She swatches them all. She's got great thoughts on them, and you can really see the shades that has some patchiness. You see her apply all of them, so you can see which ones that she really needs to build up. So I'm nervous about them. I guess that's the short and long of it. I think these kind of shades, the neutral shades, the lighter ones, and there's a huge selection of lighter ones to choose from, I think those are going to be safe options. However, if you're looking for a darker shade, do your research first. $23 for a lipstick. I mean, it's not YSL prices, but it's still $23 for a lipstick. That's a solid investment. I hope I have conveyed my feelings. I do not think these are bad in any way. I just think some of the shades are probably going to have some problems to them, just based on previous experiences and based on the videos that I have seen already swatching them. So anyways, guys, that wraps it up for today. If you do pick up any of the darker shades in particular, please let me know how they wear. I'd love to know your experiences with them, or if you found, lip pencils or something to make them really last longer. Feel free to share. I'm happy to learn and always happy to be enabled. So there's that. Anyways, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now. Why did I press record if I have no fucking idea what I'm going to say? That's silly. I will say it's like this acrylic studdedy kind of, studdedy? We'll go with it. Studdedy kind of thing.